over 2,000 years ago. The land we now know as China did not exist. It was a fractured realm of 7 kingdoms, locked in a brutal cycle of war that lasted for centuries. Blood soaked the earth, and the people cried out for peace. Out of this chaos, one man rose to swallow the world. His name was Ying Zheng, better known to history as Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor. His story did not begin in a glorious palace, but in the cold shadows of an enemy state. Born in 259 BC, the young prince was held as a hostage in the kingdom of Zhao. He grew up surrounded by hostile eyes, surviving assassination attempts and daily humiliation. He learned early that kindness was a weakness and power was the only shield. At the age of 13, he returned to the state of Qin and descended the throne. A young wolf was now the king. When he came of age, he unleashed the full might of the Qin military machine. It was a terrifying force. The Qin soldiers wore black armor and fought with ruthless efficiency. Like a dark tide sweeping across the continent, Ying Zheng crushed the 6 rival states one by one. In 221 BC, the weapons of the enemies were melted down. The warring states were no more. The world was united under one sky. Conquering the world was only the first step. Governing it was the true challenge. Ying Zheng refused the old title of king. He created a new word, Huangdi, meaning emperor, to ensure his empire functioned as one body. He standardized everything. He ordered that all carts must have the same axle width to travel on his new imperial highways. He unified the currency, the weights, and the measures. He bound a vast, diverse land together with an iron system. The first emperor was a man of grand, terrifying visions. To protect his northern borders from nomadic tribes, he connected ancient fortifications into a massive barrier, the early Great Wall. Hundreds of thousands of peasants died building it, but his desire for control went beyond the physical borders. He wanted to control thoughts, to erase the memory of the old kingdoms. He ordered the burning of history books and philosophy texts. Scholars who dared to oppose him were buried alive. He built an empire, but he ruled it with terror. As the emperor grew older, he conquered everything except his fear of death. He became obsessed with immortality, sending expeditions across the eastern seas in search of magic elixirs. Knowing death might still come, he commissioned the ultimate monument, a tomb the size of a city, guarded by thousands of life-size terracotta warriors, horses, and chariots. An underground army waiting in the dark to protect their emperor in the afterlife. Qin Shi Huang died in 210 BC while on a tour of his empire. The Qin dynasty collapsed just a few years later, consumed by rebellions against its harsh laws. Yet, the first emperor did not truly fail. The idea of a unified China survived the fall of his dynasty. For the next 2 millennia, through countless rises and falls of empires, the blueprint he drew remained. He was a ruthless tyrant and a visionary builder. He is the man who created China.